I came home one day to suddenly find myself a single mother, and I had been a stay-at-home mom, and I had mouths to feed, and I got involved in the system, and I signed up for food stamps, which took, at that time, 3 weeks to get emergency food stamps. During that time, I had to find a way to feed my family. And really, that is how Bridge to Hope was born. I pulled myself up and said, I cannot be the only person in this situation. I can't be the only one who doesn't know how to navigate the system. I can't be the only mom, dad, aunt, uncle, grandparent struggling with this problem. So I decided to not only solve it for myself, but to solve it for others in my community as well. We started with about 30 families, and 30 years later, we serve over 1,000 families a year right here in our community, and we distribute close to between 10 and 15,000 pounds of food every single month right out of this location. When we think of hunger, when we think of people going hungry, we have the traditional political rhetoric, which says these are lazy people who are not working and they're sucking up our resources. But that is not what food insecurity is, and that is not a typical picture of who is food insecure. Food insecurity affects working class Americans. The issue is that currently wages are not competitive with what it takes to live. I really am a person who believes that we as human beings, we do have the answers, and we are ultimately responsible for caring for one another. So that really is my heart and my motivation is, how can I serve? And if I'm in this need, who else is in this need?
Your Story segments brought to you in part by the Brunetti Foundation.